Yes, everyone, that time. Welcome to our little sliver of the internet. It is the Final Cut, and I am Mark the Movie Man. And today we are looking at an independent feature film that is not horror. No, this is more dramedy, if you will, and it's called Getting It. It is brought to us by writer and director Tom Hurd, who also stars in this film as Jamie. Now, Jamie suffered a bad breakup with his boyfriend about a year ago, and ever since then, Jamie has locked himself in his apartment. He's very secluded. He still does his writing mostly from home and his singing, which he used to do with his boyfriend as a act, but he only does his singing now in his apartment. But when he meets a neighbor named Ben, things might look like he could get out of his shell as Jamie and Ben start to have feelings for each other and develop a relationship. But Jamie has this bad habit of thinking of himself and turning everything to be about him, and we see how that impacts his new relationship with Ben. And the question is, are they going to stay together? Are they not? How is this going to play out? And will Jamie see the error of his ways? And all of that unfolds in Getting It. Wow, this is really an emotional, dramatic film that's very character-driven. If you're looking for a lot of action, you're probably not going to get it here, but it is a character-driven piece. Thanks to the wonderful performance by Tom Hurd, who plays Jamie, and Donato DeLuca, who is played by Ben. These two, I like the way they played off each other, the dialogue and the banter that they had here, the emotions that they go through in this film felt real. You feel for these individuals, and yeah, you kind of not like Jamie at certain points in the film, but you're not supposed to, because you want Jamie to realize just how much of a jerk he's being at certain points. And yeah, so I really like the fact that you do have that conflict, and it really is. Jamie is a character that's really, I think, going to impact audiences in a unique way. So yeah, I loved the performances by all, and direction here by Tom Hurd, who's doing work in both front and behind the camera, I think does really well with this narrative. It gives us a story where it makes you question exactly how it's going to play out. You're hoping it plays out one way, but you're not quite sure, and I liked that as well. There's a few decisions that they make in here as well that were a surprise, and there's a few other that we fall back on some regular tropes that we get in romantic dramas like this. So there are some tropes mixed in, but there are some elements as well that felt fresh, and it's a great mixture and balance in here. It's not going to be for everyone, as I said, because there isn't a whole lot of action going on. There is dramatic pieces. There's some comedy worked in as well. Some great musical numbers, actually. The songs being sung by, I believe Tom Hurd was doing his own singing in here. And yeah, really great songs that fit within the film, added to the emotion of the scenes that we had in here. And the overall production of the film looked good. The audio was solid, and adding the kind of the grounding for the Jamie character, and a character that I really enjoyed as well was Sharon Bauer playing Elaine, who is the boss of Jamie, Jamie's editor, and I loved her role in this. She really stays on solid ground and is not afraid to tell Jamie just how things are and his mistakes. And the relationship between Elaine and Jamie was also very entertaining, and it was a really solid performance by her. So yeah, a great cast. And it's a bit of a slow burn, but if you do like dramas, I think you may want to check this out. It's definitely a well-made and crafted film, and while it's not exactly in my wheelhouse, I don't do review a whole lot of dramas. I will say for the type of film it is solid, and fans of it should check it out. So there you go, folks. Thank you for listening to me ramble about Getting It. If you have seen Getting It, as always, leave your constructive comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts on this movie. Check out our Patreon. Hit the subscribe, thumbs up, and all that wonderful stuff here. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.